Hey, how's it going everybody? BurntBrian here, and in today's beer review we're going to take a puff and go up in smoke. So, come along and catch a buzz with me. Recently, the mad scientists over at Sixpoint Brewery out of Brooklyn, New York were kind enough to send me an awesome package full of all kinds of goodies, including some matches. I've got some puff rolling papers, which we'll be taking a look at later in the video, as well as an awesome 6-point glass and several different beers, including this brand new release called Puff. Now, Puff is an unfiltered ale, and this one comes in at 9.8% per volume, so we're definitely going to get a good buzz, and it's got 108 IBUs. You guys know how much I love those super bitter beers, and this one's definitely going to be one of them. On the back here it says, if you love resin, imagine tasting it straight from the tanks. That's what Puff is. An unfiltered pour from the tanks with an extra dose of dry hops before it hits the can and keg. How sweet to be a cloud floating in a tank of resin. It's mad science, and man, I really do love their resin beer. Again, check out their can here. Nice, simple design, and you've got the clouds all around it. Man, I've really been looking forward to trying this one ever since it came in the mail. So, let's go ahead and pop the top and see what we've got on the puller. On appearance, it's an absolutely beautiful ale, a very dark complexion to it, got a slight cloudiness to it from the unfiltered process, but what about the aroma? Ooh, yeah, you can smell the bitterness coming through in there. Man, I tell you, Sixpoint is the king of putting out some of my absolute favorite beers because I love these strong, hoppy, bitter beers, and that's exactly what I'm getting just on the aroma. But let's see how it tastes. Oh man, that's beautiful. That is resin, but with that unfiltered touch, just as they're saying, there is, as far as the mouthfeel goes, there is there's a slight dryness to it, but it does have just a beautiful bitterness to it. I mean, man, what a great tasting beer, and you don't get hit with that alcohol for 9.8%. You know, a lot of beers have a struggle when it comes to trying to put out that much alcohol content into their beers. It kind of ends up drowning out the flavor of the hops. They load this thing up, I guess, with so much hops, you really don't taste the alcohol content at all. It is an absolutely delicious tasting beer. Let me give it one more taste. What a great, great beer this is. And you know, I'm not just saying this because they sent this out along with a bunch of other goodies. I genuinely do love Sixpoint Brewery. I wish I lived closer to Brooklyn so that maybe I could take a tour of their facility one day. But man, talk about a good beer that's right up my alley. But hey, my opinion can always change, you guys know that. So I'm going to sit back, relax, sip on this thing, and I'll be back to give you my final thoughts at the last drop. Here we are at the last drop, and like always, this one's for all of you, so salud. Alright, so, I mean, awesome beer. Awesome beer. But, I have to stress to you, this really is only for those who really like strong, hoppy, bitter beers. This isn't for someone who drinks Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, Busch, any of that stuff on a regular basis. You're probably not going to like this. This might be a shock to your system. It's a very, very strong bitter beer. As it warms up, that bitterness comes out even stronger. But all in all, absolutely great tasting beer. I personally love that kind of taste. And at 9.8%, I am feeling a really good buzz. So, man, nothing but 2 thumbs up for me. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Don't forget you can join me on all the various social networking sites, links down below in the description. And as always, Stay toasty, my friends.